Fairy Tale 331. All right, this is a very enjoyable issue. It had some issues, and there's in particular there's two people that commented that really zeroed on this. There's some insight and really laying things out. So let's go ahead and get started with Loyalist Viral. Seriously, why did Natsu grope Lucy? I'm all for fan service, maybe putting the character into a bra and stuff, but straight up groping. Next thing, Natsu is going to have sex with her. Okay, and there is a lot of fan service, and it gets excessive, and my main issue with it, I don't really have a problem. I'm a 47-year-old guy. I don't have really issues with the sexual stuff, okay? It's just when it happens. But anyway, okay, point taken and staying on this particular issue with the Lucy Natsu thing. And then you continue on. I thought Seikon no Quasar was bad with the breastfeeding. Turns out I was wrong. Now on this part, I have to push back a little bit because I actually looked at that and I said, okay, and I went and looked at a few episodes, more than one, okay, and there's a lot more going on. That's hentai, okay. There's more going on than just breastfeeding in that series, and there's stuff that goes on at the beginning, the little small part in the beginning, before they start playing the song and everything in that anime. That's hentai. I mean, it's worse than anything that's happened in Fairy Tail. So I think that maybe Fairy Tail kind of straddles that line right there, but I think that's a little bit much. Okay. But there was definitely some other stuff going on in there. Anyway, now, staying on this, here's some insight. Now, like I say, this I didn't care because it didn't destroy the flow of what was going on. As a matter of fact, I was totally okay with Nude Lucy because actually it had already been, even Future Rogue had already basically said, I got rid of you 7 years ago, and now I'm 7 years stronger, and you're gone. So she saved his life, really, and then you had the series of events, like I say, which was part of it. To me, didn't destroy the flow at all. Saved his life. So, but here's the insight. Mr. Tutano 2004. Okay, 2004. Context, my good sir. Context. If you know Natsu by now, and if you read the previous panels, you will see that he was trying to actually cover them up. Since Lucy asked him not to look, hence his I don't have any choice then. And after he did so, Lucy said, cover your eyes instead. So I liked the insight. I knew this was going to be funny, and I even, my comment to you was this will be extremely funny in the anime, which it will be. And I really do appreciate the insight. So I love it. So on this particular scene, the part that's been seen, this is a legitimate deal here. So Mr. Tutano 2004 really appreciate it. So on this one, we have to go. At least for me, that sounds awesome. It's gonna be very funny when we see the anime. That's what I said. Okay, Justin Soda. Yeah, I agree with you about the whole strong female character thing. All those strong females are the reason why Lucy, of all character, is the damsel. Then again, even though it was shown that she was has an extraordinary amount of magic power, her magic could be considered weaker than others. She's more the brains of the main 5 characters. Well, that may very well be. The thing that she serves, and she serves an awesome damsel in distress, is that everyone likes her. All the people in the guild like her. Why? Well, even the people who have been cruel to her other people, she's extremely forgiving and open-hearted, and she's really there. And part of the humor thing is how everybody completely invades her space all the time in her home. But they like her, so it's easy for them to, rally around her. And just staying, like I said, because there are so many other female characters, your strong ones, that a character like her, the damsel, is you could just have it and not make it seem like you're making a statement about female characters in general. Okay. Because she's not typical. She's not even a typical fairy tale female character, to be perfectly honest. But like I say, she fits that role. It's easy when she gets in trouble. Everyone rallies around her, and that's the type of character she is. So, Yeah, all right. But really do appreciate the comments. Conley Bob 9. Now, Conley Bob 9 makes really good points, and I think you're still, just from your comments, well, I'll go ahead and read. I think you're still, you believe that Acnologia is a villain, okay, and you could be absolutely correct. And I'm saying that I think that he's going to be, or she, or whatever, is going to be in this gray area. Doesn't like humans, but doesn't really want to rule the world either, because why didn't it happen? But I'm going to go ahead and read your comments, okay? Acnologia has always been bad. When he came to Tenryujima, he wouldn't even speak to any of the mages because he considered humans as mere insects. Just as most humans don't bother speaking to insects, he was already that disconnected from humanity and didn't mind killing them. He took Gildhard's arm and leg and came really close to killing him. He would have killed everyone on the island if they weren't all saved by the friendship circle. He seems to be one of the primary villains. Conley Bob 9 continues. I don't know, and I'm probably reading this out of order anyway. I don't know why he hasn't taken over the world long before this point, since he seems to have been around for quite a while. Maybe part of that was he was waiting for Igniel and the other dragons to disappear from the world 7 years before the series started. But why he's done nothing since then, I don't know. Hopefully Hero will have a good reason in any case. Acnologia is the law. Conley Bob 9 continues. One thing that pleases me with this chapter, Urza's leg wounds are back. It kind of ticked me off that all the injuries that people have suffered in the tournament seems to be getting irrelevant as he entered the battle with the dragons. Urza had her legs broken by Minerva, and she really shouldn't be able to fight anymore. Now she can't, and Big Daddy Jalal come to the rescue. Alright, bust them up, Gelman. Ultir does have cool magic too. Alright, back to, I don't want to harp on it, but Acnologia, like I say, there's too many inconsistencies. The dragon is that powerful, okay, and he's even been described as just, so anyway, like I say, I think he's in the gray area. It's not, but anyway, let me continue on. We'll see how that pans out. Now, the whole thing about Jalal showing up, I really liked that. It made sense. The whole, and Urza talking, and this has been mentioned by other people, reviewers and other people already, about how she, is seeing that she needs to show her vulnerability, and allow people to be more vulnerable around, with the people around her, because she's really messed up. She should have got healed up, which is good. And Jalal's there, which I really like. I like the dynamics between them. And yeah. Now, like I mentioned Ultir because of how powerful she is. She is extraordinarily powerful, and she's not my favorite character. It's just, it seems like this is, you do have a history on her and a lot of story. It just seems like this is a character that really hasn't come into their own as far as people recognizing just how strong this character is. So I think, especially with everything that's going on now, being time related and all that, I think that this is a point where she can definitely shine. Probably with Jalal, of course. But so I see some really interesting stuff here. But there's a couple other points, but I think I pretty much already talked about them before. The Acnologia thing, which is, I guess, the last thing I'll talk about. I just want to say a lot of this stuff doesn't make any sense to me, and you're bringing up Conley Bob 9 the same stuff. There's just some real inconsistency. So it's either the writing or it's there purposely. And but we'll see if he's not a bad guy or not. And thanks once again for reminding me for viewer comments last week. But anyway, that's going to be it. Really did appreciate it. It was a good chapter. I appreciate a lot of the insight. I always learn. I'm not a guru. I actually learn a lot from the viewer comments, and I appreciate everyone's efforts. Anybody can be an anime fan. You can always subscribe. You can always unsubscribe. you can do anything you want to. Until next time, take care.